up, you guys? Welcome back and welcome to the very last video of 2021. Man, I hope 2022 is better. I really do. This year's been a little crap for me. I don't know about you guys, but not feeling it. I'm not. But this video is going to be all about the things that I have been feeling in the beauty community, at least. So, without further ado, let's get into these are a few of my favorite things. I would sing it, but my voice is crap. Okay. So, I was kind of debating whether I wanted to go by type of makeup or if I just wanted to go by brand. And I think I'm going to go by type of makeup. So, starting out, something that you guys may not know or may not have picked up on, but whenever I am trying a new palette from a new brand that I don't know the formula or I don't know what to expect with the formula, I always try and use brushes that I know are good and do a good job blending. So I always try and use Bare Beauty or the J Sky brushes. These launched this year and they are freaking fantastic. I love them so much. So I highly recommend you try either of those out. I do have a code with Bare Beauty, so if you wanted to try those out for a discount, I can help you out there. But I have a lot of friends that have J Sky codes too, so that starting out is just tool wise, those are two launches that have happened this year that I really loved their brushes. Just so good. They make blending super easy. Very good brushes. I haven't tried the Blend Buddy brushes because frankly they were way too expensive for what you were getting. Just saying, for the same price of the Blend Buddy brushes, for was it 5 or 6 piece brush set, you could get the entire Bare Beauty brush set. That's 15 brushes. I'm just saying. And they're fantastic brushes. Seriously, they're what I reach for when I need a good brush. So, just, if you want more for your money and you're not wanting to pay for a big name, Bare Beauty. Just saying. Just throwing it out there. For primers, I love a good pore filling primer for myself. I'm not really big on moisturizing primers or anything like that because just not my jam. But CXC Beauty did launch their signature skincare line, and it came with a primer, which is kind of more it's like a primer slash moisturizer. So it is a really good beginning step to your makeup routine. And I have to say, if you can tell, I have been using it as that. So I highly recommend it. They formulate everything in their lab themselves. So I trust them, and I do have a code with them. So if you want to use code Alana, you can save on any purchases from CXC Beauty. They're going to pop up a few times in this video, but that's really primer-wise the only big primer that has really surfaced that I have used and loved. But other than that, I'm still on my Pore Perfect primer from Benefit Kick. I freaking love that primer. So getting into foundation now. You guys probably already know what's coming. The Uma by Sharon C Flawless in Real Life foundation. I freaking love this foundation. I've been obsessed with it ever since it launched and I bought it. I'm so glad that I tried it because it's so good. It literally, I just think it looks so gorgeous on my skin. And honestly, someone pointed this out on Twitter recently. I can't remember exactly who it was. If I can find the post, I'll go back and find it for you. But they were talking about people trying foundations that aren't really meant for them, and more water-based foundations are better for dry-skinned people. And that is a water-based foundation. The Kimchi, not a water-based foundation, which would explain why it looked so horrible and dried me out so fast. So this is absolutely fantastic. And here's the thing, each color set has a different formula too. So it works so good for me. It works so good. I love it so much. So definitely highly recommend that, especially if you have dry skin, because it's freaking-tastic, and it's only $15 at Walmart. Ugh, I love it. I really do. If you look up the By Sharon C hashtag on Instagram, it's a whole lot of my face. It's just a whole lot of me. A lot of me. Because I tag them in every look, because I use it in every look, because I'm obsessed with it. You see what I'm saying? For concealer, I have a couple that I like to mention. First of all, I'm going to bring up the Star Gem skin deep concealer. I have been using this in like every rebought, and like when I rebought, they sent me a couple of extra tubes because they know how much I love it, and like I just appreciate Jay so much. So these are freaking fantastic. If you love the e.l.f. Camo Concealer, this is like right up there. Like it is, honestly, it's like a dupe for the e.l.f. Concealer. I freaking love it. It's so good for me. It works so good for my skin, and it just, oh, I mean, look at the, look. Like, facts are facts. I'm just saying. That has been one of my favorite. And then also the Kimchi Most Concealer, not a new product, but new to me, and I really like it. This especially for like cut creases or when I'm doing like more draggy looks, and I like to do the little like white underneath cutout thing. This has been fantastic because it has like the little brush tip on it, so it's like really easy to just put it wherever you need it. Love it. Love, love, love. Now going into contouring, you already know I am freaking obsessed with the Kimchi Tawny contour. I have hit this thing harder than any contour I think that I have ever had. I haven't hit pan yet, but you can tell there's like a big chunk missing out of this. Like, I really went in on it. Absolutely freaking love this. I also got the Cab Beauty, which they thought they sent me the wrong color story for my skin tone with this, but honestly there was enough shades in here that I could use for contour that it totally worked for me, and it was pretty much right up there with the Kimchi. Can't move past contour without talking about a little bit of bronzer, which is not something that I normally talk about because I don't normally bronze because I'm pasty, and it's so hard for me to find a bronzer that actually looked good on my skin until CXC launched their insane 25 shade bronzer. Like, oh my gosh, you guys. That was such a huge deal. It was like, I was so proud of them in that moment because I have not seen, there were so many brands, like bigger brands launching bronzers at that time that did not have nearly the same shade range as what CXC did with this. And like, it was so freaking inclusive, and I'm just so proud of them. I really am. Like, it was a fantastic, if you guys will remember in the video, I literally almost started crying because I had never felt so like gorgeously like sun-kissed before, because every bronzer always looks like muddy or it's too red or too orange on me, and this was absolutely, like, I have it on now. Like, I cannot sing their praises enough. Like, that was just, it was fantastic, and it, like, literally there was a shade for everyone in that launch. It was just amazing. Like, I love those guys so much. They do so many incredible things like that. Now, some new blushes that launched this year were the Cheeky Threesome little blush trios from Kimchi Chic Beauty. You're gonna hear Kimchi a lot. There's so many things of theirs that have become like absolute staples that I use every single time in my looks, but these are absolutely my go-tos. This is actually what I'm wearing right now. This is the Apple Bottom Cheeks palette. But the Just a Pinch is also like really good for fair skin. But these are super pigmented and just so easy to use and easy to blend, and just, oh my gosh, I freaking love them. And I never thought I'd hear myself saying that I loved blush, but here we are. Because for you guys remember, from if you're day one subscribers, I didn't really wear blush. Like, it just wasn't my thing, and now I like am obsessed. Next, we're gonna talk about highlight, and I of course am wearing a brand new collab that launched this year with Stargem Cosmetics called Dawn. This is my highlighter. Yeah, I mean, it is super pretty. I know some people were scared because it's like a purple highlighter, but honestly, it can work on any skin tone, and it looks so gorgeous. I told Jay that I wanted a lavender with gold reflect, and they freaking knocked it out of the park with this. I, like, when they first sent me like the, you know, what it was gonna be, my jaw dropped. I was like, oh. Like, they took what I had in my head and just made it happen, and it was just gorgeous. So very, very proud of my baby. Like, that's just fantastic. Like, who would think, like, 2 years in the beauty community and I had a collab with a brand, you know? Like, that was big for me. I was really excited. So Yay me. Also, of course, the Bare Beauty highlighters that launched with the Equality. Fantastic. Super, super pigmented. This is Moscato here. I've got the other two around here somewhere. There's Rosé and Purple Rain. Purple Rain is a gorgeous purple. Also, very, very similar to this actually. But you know I'm not gonna not mention my boo-boo. But there was three. There was Rosé, which was kind of a rose gold, and then Moscato, which is like a beautiful like golden champagne yellow, and then the Purple Rain, which was like a really light purple. And then of course we have the Kaleidoscope from CXC that just recently launched that I have been obsessed with lately. So there's that as well. And I think the Nefertiti collab was this year too. If it wasn't this year, then it was like later last year. I can't remember. But also from CXC and also freaking beautiful. And you can get them in single pans now on their website. So if there was something that you like wanted, but you like particularly for me, you know, being pasty, a lot of the shades in here, because Brandon is not pasty. So some of these shades really don't work very well for my skin tone. Like this one and this one are like the main ones that I use. So if you're like me and this, you know, you don't want to buy this whole thing because you'd only use like 2 shades out of it. Obviously, I just bought it to support Brandon, but you could actually buy like Luminescence or whatever, the white shade in a single pan now instead of having to buy the entire palette just for the one shade that you would actually use. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's very cool that they're doing that now. So just want to give yet another shout out for CXC Beauty because like that was just a genius move on their part. I think that's really great. Let's talk about lippies. I am currently wearing the Cherry Chip lippy from Trixie Cosmetics. I love this lipstick. It's like, I don't really go for bullet lipsticks. I'm more of a liquid lip kind of gal, but these were fantastic. And also fantastic, and also from Uma by Sharon C, are their lipsticks. These were launched like the last couple of months, I think. They're only $7. $7, you guys, and they are super, super good. I've used them in a couple of looks, and like they are very pigmented and very creamy. Like for $7, a $7 lippy, like come on, that's amazing. It's incredible. It's fantastic. I also recently discovered the Unicorn Gang lippies. These are really, really good. And then of course CXC has fantastic lippies. Bare Beauty launched a whole set of lippies. Now I do think maybe in the future he might consider selling them singly instead of just in the set, but the set was really fun. It was like a really colorful, I mean, it was like the Equality launch, so everything was rainbow colored, so there's like every color of lippy in there. But maybe if we all work on him, he might do that. Also, Sky Beauty not only has fantastic brushes, but they recently launched lippies. Now, there was an issue with the formula, so they stopped, but they've reworked the formula, and they are selling these again, and they are really, really good. I absolutely love this. This is Sinner's Blood, and if you can't tell, like, I really love this kind of shade of lipstick, so that was right up my alley. But there was like kind of a more of a nude one, and then a bright red, and then a black as well, if I remember correctly. Highly recommend. And then Kimchi recently launched liquid lips, and that formula was really, really good. Other than that, I just still have been reaching for like some of my older lipsticks. Sugar Pill Cosmetics is one that I have recently found this year. Absolutely obsessed. If you're like me and like you don't want to support Jeffree Schmar anymore, but you loved like the color range of his lippies and the quality of his lippies, look into Sugar Pill Cosmetics because they have all kinds of cool colors and like glitter lips and stuff like that. And they're kind of in the same price range, and they're really, really good. Like, I freaking love them. I've got like probably 8 or 9 of them now. I'm obsessed. So if you're like me and you don't want to support Jeffree anymore, that is a good alternative. Let's get into eyeshadows, shall we? There have been several palettes that have launched this year that I found myself grabbing multiple times. And for me, that's something, because I don't typically like a lot of times I film with something and then that's like it. So honorable mention, maybe, the Holy Grail launch from Mira Beauty. They've had several successful launches this year, and I'm so freaking proud of them. Just not only just as an affiliate, but just even if I was an affiliate, I would be so proud of them. They did a lot this year, and I'm so like amazed and proud and just cheering for them. But these really came in clutch this Halloween, and also like just for like outlining cut creases, if you're doing lid art. These have been super handy and super fun to work with and easy to work with. So I highly recommend those, and of course you can use my name to save yourself a little money there. But honorable mention, those. A lot of their other palettes I have used and I loved them. The Melancholia one, they like just launched that. I did a couple of looks with that one. So definitely love their eyeshadow formula. It's super good. Nomad Cosmetics, this freaking palette right here, the Iceland palette, I am still obsessed with this. Melancholia, I think is kind of, part of why I loved it so much is because it's also similar to this, but they're not the same, you know what I mean? But this one they launched like coming right out of the gate in January this year, and I freaking loved it. I was obsessed. I've used it several times. I've used it in this look as well. And also their Haunted Europe palette. I mean, come on. That alone is so freaking cool. But this color story also, especially like going into fall, really love this color story. I think that was such a cool launch and I loved it. And they also sent me quite a few collections for free this year, including the Haunted palette, and I am super beyond grateful to them for that. Like, that was just really cool. I loved getting stuff in like PR basically, but I wasn't like technically on their PR list, you know what I mean? Also a find that I loved this year, not only the Kimchi little 9-pan palettes, but the BH Sweet Shop palettes. I have almost all of them now. I'm obsessed with these. Like, they are such huge pan size that like it's impossible to hit pan on these, I think. But they're so pigmented, they blend really well, and I think they're fantastic. And then of course, the Bare Beauty. This one technically, I think, it launched in December, but everyone started getting it in January because of how long it takes to get stuff shipped in from Australia. But Bare Beauty Volume 1, if you need green eyeshadow, that is your girl. Like, seriously, what more could you need? What more? And then, of course, we have the Quality palette. I used this probably the most out of any palette that I have in my collection. It's perfect for if any kind of look that you want to do. Every color you need is right there. You can just blend and mix until you get what you need. And, like, it's just fantastic. And I feel like people slept on that collection quite a bit. And I'm sad that that happened because it's so good. I love it. The Plant Gay palette from Trixie Cosmetics. I loved this. This color story is so fun, and the artwork is so fun, and I just absolutely loved this. I've used that a few times. I think I really loved it because at the time, like, nothing was really wowing me in the scene, you know what I mean? And then that launched and I was like, oh my god, all the colors, yes. But it's still such a good, fun palette. And the Summer's End palette from CXC Beauty, like, this artwork is just stunning, so pretty. But while the mattes themselves I really wasn't that wowed with because, like, there's just a lot of neutrals, and I don't do a lot of neutrals, but Christian does. Christian is so good at doing, like, such, like, pretty, like, soft glam looks, and I'm just more of a give me all the colors kind of girl, you know? But the duochromes were really the talking piece in these, and like the new shimmer formula in here was fantastic. And I know that they recently teased that there's going to be some more duochromes coming next year, so I'm ready for next year to begin, like right now, so I can get those duochromes, please. So let's talk lashes. My favorites have been, I will use a lot of Glamlite lashes. You guys know I'm obsessed with Glamlite. I love their lashes. The Chocolate Taco lash I've used quite a bit. They need to be cleaned, but I just love that kind of lash, like that style of lash. Also the Bare Beauty lashes, not only my own personal lash named after me, but also these are Flirty from the Sassy collection, and then also the Drama collection. You know I love a good drama. Taz, I think, has probably been one lash that I have worn quite a bit this year. And then also recently I got some actual 301s from Willem's brand, Suck Less Beauty, and I'm obsessed with those. And let's see, we have Code Orange from the Glamlite X Michaela collection. The palette had some issues, but let me tell you, these lashes, I have used these like crazy, and unfortunately, I kind of forgot that the name was Code Orange, and I kept calling them Agent Orange, which is not the same thing at all. It's not the same thing. But I have used these quite a bit. And then surprisingly, Kiss lashes. These came out around like Halloween time, but like they're so dramatic and I love them. Love them. And like they're Kiss, you know, like they're super cheap drugstore lashes, but I freaking love that style. My favorite eyeliner is still the Glamlite calligraphy liner. I've tried some other liners this year and none of them stacked up to Glamlite. So let's see if in 2022 someone can put Glamlite in her place, but I don't think they will. That thing is just fantastic. It's my favorite liner. I mean, hi. It's so good. So these were some of my favorite finds in 2021. I can't wait to see what 2022 brings. Happy New Year! I hope you guys have a good, safe New Year's celebration, whether you chance it and go out or if you're staying in. I think a lot of people are staying in though because of the rise of COVID happening right now. Even if you are vaccinated, you can still get it. So, you know, be safe, please. Wear a mask wherever you go, whatever you decide to do, unless you're staying in. Then yeah, I guess you don't really have to wear masks there, you know. But have a safe holiday, and I will see you guys in the new year. Love you, bye.